Welcome along, everyone. The countdown needs to begin. How many slates if you're arriving tomorrow? Well, you only got a couple, but if you're arriving race day, Friday, getting ready for Saturday, well, you got 3. But of course, Saturday, Sunday is the big event as we look forward to the New Zealand Superstock Teams Champs, brought to you by ENZED UTech, who've been sponsors for obviously the last 20 years. Just a bit of a catch-up, my good friend Booker. As we prepare for this weekend, we've got a special guest with us, Troy Rusco, that's going to pop in. Might have a few technical issues with Troy, but we'll get his history from 1981 and share his wonderful memories over the team's build-up week as well. So yeah, it's only days away. Hey Books, how you going?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, mate. I'm not biased or anything. It's just hey, also thanks that video we played at the beginning of the show there, that's we didn't make that, we didn't have any part of that, we just shared it off what everyone's sharing around from the Robinson Prestige International Speedway page. So that's we're just using it like everyone else's. So we hope you enjoyed it. They've done an awesome job. Whoever made that clip, I'd love to know who made the clip, because I'd love to give them kudos for it, mate, because it gets you pumped, doesn't it? You know, bloody awesome. Yeah. So
yeah, it is, and it just recognises everyone that's involved with obviously this event coming up this weekend. Also welcome back the Palms, even the Wanderers as well. Look, it's been an amazing week on social media since we did the build-up with every single team. We caught it with a couple of drivers or managers from the teams last week. Thank you to everyone that said all the wonderful comments, and to all the viewers who watched that show last week. It was just pretty full on Monday through to Friday. I just personally from myself want to thank an individual or a family that's helped me out to get myself accommodation for myself, my wife, my daughter, son-in-law, and the grandson. I really appreciate it. But also to those who have been messaging me, texting me, everything like that, you know, offering accommodation. The Speedway family is really a Speedway family and means so much. And so you feel that, you really get to know it. So just a big thank you from my family to all of those who've been in touch with me. I appreciate that. Once you put the word out, I think it was last Friday, and all hell hit the fan with my accommodation. But yeah, thanks Books for putting it out there. But I just want to say special thank you to those who really reached out. It means so much. And also today I was actually being messaged with accommodation. So, you know, there is still the odd accommodation floating around. Thank you.
I love the response that people, the Speedway family and community, like you say, you don't realise how great it is until you experience it yourself, you know, where we come together and help people. I think it's great, and it shows with this auction. I haven't even brought that up yet. The auction too. We better talk about that before we forget. Yeah, AJ, I would, but I haven't got my Rebels shirt yet, mate. He's giving me shitkins. AJ's about time you put your Rebels tee on already, Booker. Well, I haven't got my Rebels tee yet. I had to go see Mike Mack and Claire last night and pick up my Hawkeye stuff. But But yeah, hey, listen, we've.
Sorry. Before you say that about t-shirts, books, he's got his Hawkeyes. I've got a Wellington Wildcats one on. I'll tell you why I've got that on. It's just in memory of a friend before he starts shooting me. It's a friend of ours that we sadly lost. He would have been at the event this coming weekend. He's been a very, very strong advocate of the Wellington Wildcats. He lives in Wanganui. He loves the Warriors. If there are two teams he loves, is the Warriors, the Wanganui Warriors, and the Wellington Wildcats. That's why I'm wearing this. I remember Booker caught up with me down South Island from memory when he was laid to rest, obviously, during the funeral proceedings and so forth. And I was actually wearing this T-shirt. So, yeah, that's why I've got this on. It's just in reflection of our friend who has also been there since 1981, but sadly passed away, thinking of his family. And we're actually going to do something on turn 2. In memory of our friend. We're hoping that some of the drivers from the particular two teams I made mention might do a bit of a rev up on the turn 2 as well. But people who are online gamers who have raced alongside the late Richie Nikora, MMJ, come along and meet us on turn 2. We'll do something special for him. Mentor was there, Mark Eagle, with a bit of a sign from memory. But yeah, that's something we're going to do. That's why, hence the reason the T-shirt. But this guy next to me, he's hearty Hawkeyes all the way. Come on,
right. I see Corbin Burks put up there. I see Corbin Burks put smash the P, but like we said the other day, we're going to get a new shirt done that's got smashed by the P, eh? For the Palmy supporters. They can go the other way with it. I think that's really cool. Hey, and someone the other day put up, they got some beach balls they've bought for teams. Listen, let's get the beach balls going. Let's get some fun in teams with that crowd. Let's go back to how it was. Forget about the fun police. Let's do it. Let's get the beach balls going in the crowd with the grand parade and scream and yell and chant, and let's just get into it this weekend. You know, let's get the fun police to just go sit at the back behind the stand, and we'll have the fun out the front. That's all I say. Bring back the beach balls. So that person that put up the other day, I can't remember who it was now. I can't wait to be in that crowd and hit one of those beach balls back to you, mate. So get them, people. Let's do it. Let's have some fun.
You bring the beach balls, I'll bring the condoms. We'll blow those up. Hey, Corbin, thanks, mate. Yep, legend, enjoyed it. Rudy and Richard and Trudy, sorry. Good evening, team. Good to see you there, and hopefully we can catch you this week. It'll be nice to meet you too. Wayne, K-Dog, and Brother B. Yeah, I love it, Wayne. We'll catch up there. No doubt you'll be doing your photos. Tracy, be good to see you there as well. Paul Mason, let's hope the sun's going to be out. Fingers crossed there, mate. Good to see everyone on board here. Bex Braybrook, Jade's watching as well. Scott Honeybone up the Eagles. It just goes on. Susan Burtis is watching. Sparky, our mate. Amron, Ams is watching. The list just goes on. Margaret Riley. Autograph session with the BK Pro Dirt Drivers at Teams was awesome. It was, actually. It was a good bloody series to have that there. Chris Bailey. Yeah, mate, we'll do a shout out to you. He's AJ. This AJ.
Yeah, AJ. I can't wait to get. Hey, listen, another thing too, kids. You know, like they said, the BK series was good, but listen, they got the sidecars this year, and those sidecars could turn it up at Palmy. I mean, I go back many years, as Troy will know as well, when he comes on from Palmy. The sidecars back in the day at Palmerston North were just epic, and I reckon they'll put on some bloody neat racing this weekend. You know, on the second night, I'm looking forward to it, both of them. And we talked to those guys at the Palmy practice, and they were awesome. Those sidecar guys, mate. You know, a lot of history there, eh? You know, so I reckon it's going to be awesome to have them as the backup to the big main events. You know, I think it's freaking awesome.
All right, mate, before we get into bringing Troy in, he's been sitting there patiently for the last 40 odd minutes waiting for us, or might be even longer. His internet's a bit iffy at this stage. We're going to bring him in real soon, but quickly, this month, this is month now, isn't it? February 22nd, we've got a big auction. How we're going to do this, we'll give you more information once we catch up with Tom and Slater and kind of work it all out. You ready, Books? You got your list?
I've got my list in front of me. Okay, people. So there are 2 auctions of Thomas Slater and the Pollock boys. They started off, all it was going to be was 2 Pollock shirts. You've seen our Pollock shirts we wore on here. 2 Pollock's hats, $100 food voucher, and a family pass to the ENZED Super Stocks both nights. Now, they were going to be the auctions, but then everybody says, I want in the Speedway community and everything, said, let's get it amongst it. So, the following. 2 New Zealand Supers shirts and hoodies are going in the packs. Peter Rees, Gisborne Giants shirts and hoodies. Jacob Baker, as we said, if you've been watching, Panthers shirts and hoodies. Mustang shirts and hoodies. Then we got Frankie Wayman with British Lions gear coming on. We got Waikato shirts and hoodies. 717 gear from Tyson Wooten. Rebels hoodies and shirts. live streams from the Pits TV. Now remember, before you don't go asking Jason where to find the stream this weekend, it's Video Hub for Teams, not the Pits. I think last year he got inundated with people saying, how do I buy your stream? Remember, it's if you're going to watch the stream, it's Video Hub. Okay, now taking a breath. Maybe Motorsport, MBY Motorsport doing a merch pack up. Murray Goodley did those 2 awesome drawings he's put in. Palar Games, the man that brings you your teams racing on your phone. He has got 2 times $100 pack of save vouchers, 1 for each pack. The Hawkeyes have got Hawkeyes gear. Look at that Alpha Lion. And I'm not biased or anything, but hey! Oh, and Auckland shirts and hoodies and hats. Harley Rob shirts. Glen Eagles merch. Then Keegan gave us a message and said Hutt Park Racing Team is going to donate a $100 petrol voucher and a double pass to the Super Stock Shootout Stock Car Knockout in Wellington. That's always a great event, that meeting too, I might add. And the Wellington Top 10 is going to donate a night's accommodation for that meeting as well. I'll just scroll down. Then we got merch from Troy from Palmy Teams.
Yeah, Adamson.
Yeah. And then Munchies are going to give $100 food times 2 times Munchies Motorsport hoodies. And then we got Wanganui gear as well coming. So there you go. Those packs are unbelievable. Hey, listen, what in the comments too? Tell us who you're supporting this weekend. Tell us who you think's going to win. Tell us who you're putting your lazy fiver on or your lazy tenner on. Let us know.
Yeah,
Let's talk. This is Teams Night Talk, mate. So join our conversation. Have some fun with us tonight. And also we got old Half Lap coming on.
yeah. Half Lap. Sethro.
Oh, Sethro Half Lap's coming on to join us. That's all at some stage. So.
yeah, that's going to happen. But like Booker said, just share it, share your stuff who you think you're going to win as well. And we'll send the team straw and everything like that. Evan Thomason. Evan, thanks for the update. The Wanganui Warriors are on show Friday, Speedway Garage in Wanganui. Welcome from 4:30, so get on down there. Ken Wardy, go to the Bay. It starts off at the 2 bays. Actually, I've said that. Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes, Bay Park Busters, the Wanderers take on the Lions, the Panthers, Scrappers, All-Stars, Warriors, Glen Eagles, Wildcats, Rebels, Mustangs, Kings, Hawkeyes, Giants, Wanderers, Busters, Panthers, Lions, All-Stars, Scrappers, Glen Eagles, Warriors, Rebels, Wildcats, Kings, Mustangs, Giants. 14 races on the first night. That's the draw there. We know all the details around everything else. We better bring in our mate and see. He's been there patiently. Troy Roscoe joins us. Let's see if we can get him.
Let's see. We're hoping his internet works and holds, but we'll see how we go. Hey, Troy.
How you going, everyone? Hopefully everyone's having a good night there.
Mate, we are. Mate, let's just go back. 1981. You've been to teams when it first started, eh?
Yeah, 11 years old, so I've got a reasonably good memory. Back then, the walls were wooden.
Yeah.
The lighting was just like wooden pole. And cars used to go through the wall.
Back in the day, the history. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, good times, obviously. Look, we're having a few... Carry on, mate. You carry on.
Sorry. The Panthers back in those days, you were looking at Warren McIntyre, 2P Peter Bryan, Peter Wackledine, and they were all the top 3 in New Zealand, but they just didn't gel on the night.
Yeah. One of those nights. I know we could sit here and talk history. Yeah, and would love to come along and check out what your household has around your passion for Speedway. I know we're going to have glitches off and on there, mate. The Wi-Fi is not playing our friend at your place, but you've got so much there. You've even got some photos handy there. Grab those photos for me, mate, just to show the viewers what the photos you have there from, I think, 86 and was it 88, something like that?
1988, you've got here 3P Mooney walling John Mercer. Then we've got Dave Evans here Jim Baxter getting Dave Evans.
There's a name from the past, Jim Baxter, isn't it? Shit.
And there's your first ever Teams Champs program there.
Go back. Put that back up, Troy. Bring that back up for a second, please. Go a bit higher, please. Just go a bit higher. Go up a bit higher. Did I just see? I thought I saw that. 50 cents.
50 cents. What can you buy? What can you buy for 50 cents these days? Nothing. Hey, look, Mike Max just put up too. Battle of the Bays trophy up in the first race too for those two.
Okay, cool. What was that, Troy? Troy, just bring that one back in, please. What was that? What was that program you had there, mate?
This is the second Teams Champs program.
Go up a bit. I want to see how much that cost. What's the cost on that one? Did it go up? Ooh,
it's $1. It's $1.
That's a $1.
Doubled in price the next year.
And that would have been paper money back then too in 1982.
Yeah, it would have been paper notes.
Paper notes back then. People would have been still buying their bloody golden Kiwis. Anyway, now that's just showing my bloody age now. But just go through the 80s. Yeah, we'll break it down in decades here because I know you might have a few internet issues here. Just go through the 80s, Troy. Your memories of the 80s. The 80s.
The 80s. Okay, well, we're looking at the first year of the Teams Champs, and of course, the finals were between Palmerston B team, which was a shock. They got through against the really hardcore Wanganui Warriors. And the Palmy B team actually beat the real hardcore Wanganui Warriors. So that just goes to show why we love teams racing. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Anything can happen.
Then 1982, we got the finalists were the Stratford Scrappers and the Palmerston North Panthers. Back then, these guys were arch enemies, and it was real hardcore racing, you know. You had the likes of Brian Anderson on the number one tank. He dealt to John Mercer real bad, and John Mercer landed on his wheels and kept going. How do you stop these bastards? They were probably thinking.
Yeah.
In the following year, 1983, the Stratford back and they won the champs.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's been all sorts of history over the years. You could go on and on.
Yeah.
I should have actually looked at Tim Savile talk. It would have been easier.
Yeah, no, that's all good, Troy. Look, I know you're kind of cutting in and out there. I know you're down the nearest you can get to your modem at this stage. Just quickly go through the 90s, some of your great memories of the 90s, because I came along in the late 80s, but the 90s, mate, some of those teams back in the 90s, they never held back, did it?
Yeah, 1990, 1991, Dave Evans' team by himself in the tank while the rest of the Panthers raced around.
Yeah, no, there was some big times in the 90s, heaps of cars out there and a lot of legend names. Yeah, I know. I kind of trying to keep you in there, so just go through some decade stuff. Just quickly, I know we're going to catch up and talk to you again when we get down there. But, mate, you know, it's just developing. You'll see it develop from, like you talked about, the wooden fence in the 80s through to the 90s and then the new millennium. And now we're going to well into the 2020s and all the new cars and so forth. Troy, I'm going to let you go here, mate, because we would love here and talk with you and keep you with your history with us. But the internet kind of playing up at the moment. But I tell you what, we will catch up again down at Palmy and do a bit of a chat with you face to face, down there at the square or at the track, We'll do something like that.
We'll see you here, Speedway Garage.
Yeah, I'll come see us at Scrutinarium while we go live, and hopefully we're going to go live and it's going to work, so we might better have a few words of you there as well with the viewers, get to hear some history that aren't at the meeting.
Good stuff, go have a good one.
All right, mate. Cheers, Troy.
Thanks, Troy. Cheers, appreciate it.
Awesome. We'll see you this weekend. So there we go, everyone. Troy Roscoe there joining us, part of his history, the guy who's been associated with magazines over many years, let alone shows online as well. So, yeah, he's got a wealth of knowledge when it comes to teams, and we will definitely catch up with him somewhere along the travels. Let's just go through some of these people who...
Yeah, that's true, Scotty Honeybone. Yes, they did try a season where they took the dirt off the track and made it tarmac. I remember that back in the day at Palmerston North. Yeah, that only lasted a season, I believe. So, yeah, but I saw that comment come up just then. So, yeah, that's true as well. But we were supposed to be having, we were going to have the Garage 16 and the Dirt Track News and Dirt Track guys on tonight. But unfortunately, something has come up for them and they were unable to make it. So we did advertise that, but we are sorry. But I'm sure they will be back on again. They're two great guys, Vince and Aaron and Vince.
Yeah.
It's like Morecambe and Wise or whatever you want to call it. It's awesome. But yeah, hey, Wanganui are also parked up on the Speedway Garage in Palmy. Yeah, Wanganui Warriors. Yeah, there's all around Palmy on Saturday before Scrutineering, and I believe there's quite a few guys, a few teams going to be parked up. You can walk around and get breakfasts here and there and bars and whatnot, and it's just, mate, it was so pumped, eh? And now there's a trophy up for Battle of the Bays, and you'll be in your seat cheering your Baykins, and I'll be in my seat cheering my Bay. You know, it's going to be awesome. It's almost this awesome, bro.
There you go.
I better leave the singing till later on. He might have called me too biased, eh?
I do see though the ask for a lot of the teams out there for their music. I'm guessing they're going to play music when the teams come out, so that's pretty cool. Good to see that. Ken Ward, Go the Bay, Margaret Riley, plenty of hot dogs. Yeah, looking forward to that. Sounds like a wicked prize pack. Yeah, it is, Bex. It's just unbelievable. Bex is going for the Gisborne Giants. Up the Gizzy is TJ Hudunui. Go the Giants is Glenn McCutcheon. Scott Honeybone, he reckons the Eagles-Lions final. A lot of people picking Eagles-Lions to be in the finals. Susan Burtis, go the Wanderers. Good to have them back. Jason Coley, the Lions. Margaret Riley is Lions-Hawkeyes. Evan Tyrell, hey fellas, just here to for spot price. Chris Bailey, the Busters. Yeah, that's Alson Tuwani as well. He'll be down there with his brother, crewing for Horse. The Bay Trophy, All Stars, Ben Austin. Yeah, he is a legend. And Troy, Dave Thomas, you're right there as well. But there's just so many. Keep them coming on through because it's only days away, the event. Heads going on here. Do they have the white barrels on the pole line?
They did. Yes, they did.
They did.
Yes, they did. Back in the day, they did have the barrels, the wooden fence, and they had a wooden. I remember too. Troy, remember it too. They had the wooden grandstand there as well before it burnt down in Palmy. Right. So I remember that as well. Yeah. So although I was born and bred Palmy, and I was very loyal to my Palmy over the years, and but you know, I've been in Hawke's Bay a long time now, and you support where you are and you stay true. You know, I've still got a little bit of a soft spot there for Palmy. You know. But I'm Hawkeye's proud, mate. Like Hawkeye, I had to go out last night, team, and get my Hawkeye's gear, so I didn't miss out. So thanks to Claire and Mike Mack for helping me out there because I miss out each year. And my son took all my old stuff because I got too fat, and now I've lost my weight. I had to get new stuff, so it's pretty awesome. But listen, the best thing we can do is support the teams by buying the gear, and it helps the teams out. And listen. Let's make this Grand Parade the biggest one yet. Like I say, get the beach balls out, get rid of the fun police. Let's have an absolute ball in this Grand Parade. Cheer our teams out in the middle, get them pumped for racing. Let's just get it so hyped up, mate. It's unbelievable. I am ready. Get me on a mic there, mate. I'll pump the bloody crowd up. Hey, I'll be into it.
Like that guy, like that guy with the old the bloody motorbikes.
Yeah, mate. Put me in the middle with the microphone. I'll get the crowd going. Let's go. I'll chant every team. Come on the Eagles, come on the Hawkeyes, come on the Bay, come on the Palmy, Wanganui, Stratford, all of them. Wellington, I get them all going.
Great. All right, I can jump in now. Brad Wright, Busters, their sticker's not near me at the moment, mate. Paul Mason, the Busters. Oh, look, there's just so many people here. Adam Brett, Wildcats, Warriors, Lions are top three. Bloody hell, Maru Goodley, you put just about all the alphabet in there, mate. Daniel Petrie, 3 more sleets. Shane Durand up the dub. Seth's going to join us in 15 minutes. Kazi, what's old Troy talking about here? Yeah, should be all good. First team's the wooden fence. Yeah, Muddy was right. Once an eagle, always an eagle. Air horns.
Yeah, bro.
Mate, we're going to have the cowbell. Cowbells will be back, eh? The cowbells, the old mooly bells will be back.
Mate, I tell you, and you know, like this is just got to be bloody awesome this weekend. You know, like I'm so pumped. Mike Matt, you guys should do crowd interviews between racing and post later. Yeah, we should buddy do that, kids. Actually, just record some crowd interviews and post them up after the woods and give the wants the insight into how the crowd is on each team's race. You know, that's quite a good idea. But hey, how about let's have some fun too. Like, hey, how about this before he gets on here, old Seth? What do you reckon? When he's on the crowd in the lap in front of you, let's chant, "Let's go half a lap, let's go." Because he's always a good chap in the old Seth. He's up for some fun, mate. I mean, the guy's just great. His social media, his updates on his gear, and he has his big sounds in his truck, mate. He just has a good time. He shows us how to have a good time, doesn't he?
Right, he was at the scooter near when we were at Huntley there, you know, at the coal mine there on his little BMX scooting around. But he brings the fun to it, you know, and he wants to do more than half a lap. And everyone's been reminding him, obviously, with the build up to this event, what he done. Hence the reason we're going to get him on the show, just to give him a bit of guidance to go more than half a lap. And he'll go, he will. He'll do it his best, you know, because
mate,
the first race here it's going to tell up against Hawke's Bay. Then I think the Busters up against the Panthers, the host town. So, yeah, there's some big matches. Highlight for me last week, though, was actually catching up with all the drivers. But to have the whole team from the Great Britain Lions at Sonia Hickey's birthday join us up the gondolas, I think there was Wednesday night, or Thursday night, one of those nights. Just to have the whole bloody team there, you know, the Dutch boys. Yeah, it was bloody cool, mate.
Yeah. Hey, now listen, people, too, you know, we often watch and we talk to our champions that are winning all these big events and races throughout our country over the years, especially the last probably 5 years, and they've all come out of mini stocks, a lot of them, you know. These big names have come out of mini stocks. It's that stepping stone to get you on your path, a speedway path, basically. You know, you can go from mini stocks, you could end up in a super stock, a stock car, a saloon, a modified, a street stock, whatever. But generally, the experience from the mini stocks they get paves their way to become these great races we see further on, Kins. Now, next week after teams, myself and Kins there, we're going to do the build-up to mini stocks in Paradise. We were hoping to go down and do some live stuff there, but we can't because our counsellor there, he's a busy man, old Councillor Wilkinson. We've got to watch him. So we're going to do it during the week, and we're going to have some mini stock guys on. Mike, Mac and Claire were going to help me get some people together, which is awesome. So we're going to do a mini stocks in Paradise build up. So come join us for that show and show your support to these kids, because I tell you what, we interview them now and you might say in 5 years time, that guy's just won ENZED super stock. And we saw him talk. He was so good on the Kokpit show. Well, we got to give these guys some limelight too, you know. And they're going to be all there at teams this weekend, cheering their favourite drivers on. And then next weekend they're going to be the main show, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah. 100%, mate. You know, that's the future. That's what makes our sport that we love as fans, of people who jump on and watch our show and watch other shows and share all the social media around anything Speedway. That's our future, you know. And that's why we do what we do. And mini stocks is a great stepping stone. I never forget when we went down to Stratford and then went down to Palm. We went to the tracks and spoke to all those kids away from their cars who knew their sponsors, kids whose family, their mums, dads, grandparents, friends, siblings all came out and started bloody filming me and him because we're talking to these kids, you know. So, it is.
And at Palmer, we got to even interview Stephen Penn's daughter, who was racing mini stocks that night too, didn't we? And that was awesome, you know. So you come join us next week and help pump these kids up and give them some encouragement, you know, because they're doing great. I love it. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm loving this the win it or bin it, Seth William McConchie. it's even Thomas. Come interview the Warriors captain Zane Dykstra, and we're going to come talk to Zane and everybody at the Warriors. Trust us, Evan. We're going to talk to everybody. There's no one we don't talk to. If you're in front of us and we got a camera, we'll talk to you. We don't care. Hey, kids.
Hard out, mate. We're going to go. Yeah, exactly. We'll be down at the Scrutineer, and very similar to what we've done. We're going to catch everyone down there and have a bit of a chat and share it through the Kokpit Media and Racing Facebook page. I know there will be others down there as well, you know. So overall, it's just going to be awesome. In regards to Troy Adamson, that's the book there. That's the book, and that's a sticker that comes with it as well. So,
cool.
Palmy Superstock. Muddy Goodley, that's coming your way. I think you were the winner of that from memory. And our Garrett 16 lucky winner was Tracy Vincent.
I think so, yeah.
So congrats. Yeah. Yeah, last week. So, Madu, we will catch up with you at the scrutineering of the track and we'll hand it over to you. That's an exclusive book, thanks to Troy. He's done a few others as well, and looking forward to other stuff he's going to bring out as well. So, he's actually supported us with our fundraiser. So, yeah, that's just one of those things. It is also the New Zealand Supersonic Championships in Dunedin next weekend as well. There's also the sprint cars that are happening down south as well. They're currently at the moment racing down there. It's just so cool there. So, to everyone that's been sharing comments and jumping in, Cindy Turner, 2 more sleeps.
Two more. Only one more sleep for me. Yeah. I'm out of here tomorrow.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think I'll sleep tonight. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
It's exciting. But look, I just think the fans can make this year the biggest year yet, and that's what I love about it, Forget about all these forecasts, mate. I'm telling you, it's not going to rain. The track's we're going to race. We're going teams racing this weekend. We're going to do 2 nights of teams racing. We're going to have either a new winner or a back-to-back winner, and it's going to happen. We need to do this, and it's going to happen. And if we all have that positive thinking, mate, I reckon there's no way it won't happen. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. So yeah, those that are a bit weary and selling tickets in their accommodation, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it.
Oh, hard out.
You're going to regret it.
The weather's going to turn up.
Yeah.
bloody to Tracy Vincent from Wayne Alton there as well. Woohoo, Madu. Yeah, you got that new sticker. Steve Palmer, he's leaving in 6 hours. Daniel O'Neill, go the Gisborne Giants. Ordered a couple of air horns right now. That's Margaret Riley, Madu Goodley. You and me both books heading down tomorrow.
Yeah.
Buddy's heading down tomorrow.
Just your air horns, people. Don't forget your bloody beach balls. Come on.
And I'll bring the condoms.
Yeah.
No, just joking.
Hit the ball and give it the hoot, nanny.
On the plane Friday. See you then. Loz. Oh, awesome. On the plane. See, this is what it's about. This is why we're having a bit of banter, a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Just to kind of keep that build-up hype going, because it's all over social media. All the information only released a day ago. I think it's all around the scrutineering down at the square, 12:30 onwards. The public gates will open at 3. Driving, signing, the autograph session at 3:45. Then, of course, the grand parade at 6, and then we're into racing straight after that. Sunday, obviously, the scrutineering down the track, 2:30 to 4. Public gate will open up at 3. The band's jamming. The band is 6 chairs missing, 4:30. Grand parade is 6, and then racing straight after that as well with the sidecars on the second night. So, yeah, it's all out there. Information around staying in the camping grounds at the actual track, first and first serve basis, what you don't need to be taken in there. There's all the rules around that. So yeah, it's just fun. It's just bloody fun. And that's what we're here to have fun. What am I, a tin ass or haha? What did I miss? Oh, it was a comment by Wayne Alton. Wayne put a comment there, Tracy. But we'll catch up with you guys and mix and mingle with you all down at the square, let alone in the plaza. Book is heading that way tomorrow. I'll be arriving in the Palmy from Pyro on Friday early afternoon. So, yeah, we're just so stoked to be there, and forget about the dumb weather. It'll be nice. I know Speedway's
be positive. I just saw bloody, who did I see put up there? It's going to rain. Scott Honeybone. That's not, I just said be positive. That's not being positive. Bloody hell.
I think 50, what is it? 54 cancellations now? Something like that, eh?
It's not going to happen. I tell you, look, it's going to be awesome. And I'm so excited. But I actually thinking, Kins, I think that I might actually get one of the new video cameras we got for our live shows and bring it with me and charge it up and record. We might have to record some stuff to put on the show later, the crowd, and talk to some of the crowd, mate. Surely we can do that, record that. We don't have to go live with it. We won't go live, but we can record and talk to some of the crowd, I think, there. So if you see us and we've got a camera, say, oi, you two, come here, and we'll try and get there and talk to you and be part of it all. That's awesome.
Mate, I'm prepared to walk around the grandstands, the seats, and talk to people, have a chat. I think the contract, if I remember rightly, we can't stream any of the racing.
No, but we can record it and play it later.
Purposes, but you can't live stream it, which we're not going to be doing. But it'd be good to interact with some of the fans there, fans that we've met over the show over the year we've been going, and it's awesome. just taken away from the NZ New Zealand Superstock Teams Champs this weekend and bringing it back to our online series of teams. It wasn't a great day for us too in our team. We got pretty well. Wasn't that bad, really. Glen Eagles 460, the Bay Park Busters 340. We're actually an online racing community, and you've seen Booker commentate and race with us as well on the different platforms that's out there. The Warriors upset the Wildcats, and they went bloody well, actually. 515 to 285 were the points. Wildcats have been the informed team up to, of course, last weekend. So the points table overall, it's only 5 points in it. The Warriors actually 1255. The Wildcats are 1250. The Glen Eagles are 1200. And our team, we're 1100. So
yeah,
we're in the top four.
We were up there. We were up there, top two. We finished the weekend, bottom of the pile. I blame myself. I was pretty shite. I was too busy thinking about this weekend and what was going to happen in the real life track and kept mucking up my own racing.
No racing this Sunday too. I just realised if you watch the old Twitch or the YouTube or the Facebook streaming of our online racing, nothing this Sunday because we're watching the real stuff. Yeah. We'll leave it up to the real guys and ladies out there doing it as well, you know. So yeah.
It's bloody expensive fixing my car on a Sunday night, mate. I got to push escape with my phone. I got a bloody blister on my finger.
Oh, what the hell? 51, Shane 51. The kids be the bridge be flooded. You may have to canoe out, mate. It's been a bit of an eyesore around our region. A lot of roads have gone. But I should be all good. I should be all good, mate. Yeah,
and while I was reading that, we're just from both myself and Kins. We hope all those in flooded areas are safe, and families, you're looking after each other. And we wish you all the best and hope you come through it, no problems at all. So, we feel for you people in flooded areas. We hope the Aucklanders can get out and get down with their cars to race on the weekend. But yeah, to all you people in flooded areas and a bit of strife with roads closed and everything happening, our thoughts are with you.
Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%. Yeah. There's a fair bit where I'm at the moment as well. I see the kids are going back to school in Auckland either tomorrow. Some schools, that's totally up to them. But it's all going, mate. Heaps going on. See you there, fellas. Yes, Steve Palmer. We'll catch up with you, mate. Harris all running as well.
You know who Steve Palmer is, Akins?
No, but you're going to tell me. Tell me.
His online racing name was Skidlin.
KSR days?
Heat days, I think it was. Heat, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Skidlin was his race name.
Skidlin.
I think that's the same Steve Palmer, I think.
Could be. Boohoo Boys, Ken Ward. Pete Wilson. Mate, you going to be there? I know Peyton will be there, but will you be there?
He West bloody Coast better be.
He'll be hammering now, yeah. All right.
Peyton will drink. No, he just run off. He must have gone to get a drink or something.
He's going to get all his sponsors. I think he's going to get his sponsors.
So
there he is.
Not long, we'll have old Sefro in here. He's probably been reading a bit of our smart-ass comments and stuff, you know.
Bring in the brother.
Let's bring him in,
He is.
Hey, here he is.
Look at us.
How's it?
Hey, mate.
Hey. Been busy, bro. Been busy working.
Oh,
hey.
Yeah, just missions, eh?
It's all good. Show the guns, eh? Got the guns all ready for this weekend, bro?
Nah, I just had a shower. It's sweating and it's humid here, eh? Real humid, bro.
Yeah, bro. Same where I am too. I'm just down the road from you, and it's bloody horrible there. So it's going to be muggy. Yes. So how you been, mate? You know, since 240s, we haven't caught up for a little bit. We caught up with a couple of the Buster boys, I think, a couple of days back. You know, during the week. How you been, mate? You all ready for the weekend?
Yeah, bro. You know, good. We I had a pretty decent run at the 240s. I was real stoked. Car was good. And making small adjustments each meeting. Thanks to Grand Bar. Helped me out with some suspension updates. Qualifying was good. Just missed out by a couple of points.
Yeah,
Need to be a bit more aggressive, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, you were there, mate. So yeah, I chose them, unfortunately.
Hey, look, we saw you. Me and kids are sitting up there in turn one, and one of those races you took off right around the outside of him. We were like, yeah, boy, give it to Hoot Natty. Hey, straight around the outside, your car took off like a rocket on that outside line.
Run the wall, bro.
Yeah, there's a couple of opportunities you could have used a bit of a bump to move them out of the way because you're going bloody good there one of those races. But the soft part you just come out there, bro. But I know you would have had it. You would have got through it. That's just one of those things. But how you prepared are you for this weekend? Everything's all in ship shape. Car looking 110% plus.
Yep. Hundy. I've had a big weekend. Few missions and sorted some stuff on my truck on the Saturday, did tyres up at Bungatut Motors on Sunday, and then had a big day on the car with Tony and Jason to my crew on Monday, all day. And we finished it, like bolted kit on, set up, and outside for a photo. So
I don't want to talk about last year, bro, because that's on the highlights reel everywhere. I'll leave it at that because we had
every like 34 minutes,
Yeah, right. It's happened, and that was your entrance to fame in regards to the biggest show on dirt. But obviously, this time will be different, bro. You know what you do. You got a better understanding, and you're just going to go for it, eh?
Yeah. If it happens again is what it is, eh? It's racing, like whatever.
Look, I'm trying to get all the crowd and every. Sorry, I interrupted you. Sorry, go, bro.
No, I was saying, it is what it is. We're all going out there to do the job, and pays off. It does, it's a 50-50 most of the time. The shot works or it doesn't. So kudos to those boys, it worked and I flew. But no, it was fun, and got a bit of kudos and whatever.
Yeah, bro. Robbie Edgeworth. Oh, go.
Yeah, I've been trying to pump everyone up, mate. Like, we need to make this so much fun this year, these teams, right? So you got your bloody stereo all pumped, ready to go, eh, mate, to get the crowd pumped up in the pits, mate?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, most people look at me like to turn it down, so they're a bit upset.
Nah, I reckon in the square, mate, when we come talk to you, I'm going to get you to turn the frickin' thing up. Let's get this crowd humming, man. I'm saying bring back the beach ball. Get rid of the fun police. Let's have some fun this year, mate, at teams. Make it one of the biggest ones yet.
The cowbells, eh?
Yeah, cowbells, beach balls, air horns, everything.
Yeah. No, I remember seeing they walked the dude out with, he had like one of those pump up air horns.
I remember. I remember one year, I could hear it. There's some guy bought a big gas bottle and had a big like truck train air horn. He just heard this. It was freaking awesome, mate. Like, seriously. I mean, bring back that stuff, eh?
Always starting the Mexican way, running.
Yeah.
He's on.
See, there's some good memories, bro. Robbie Edgeworth, did you shave the mo off for weight reduction, bro?
No, I did it for the wedding in the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Everyone looked nice for Horse's wedding, eh? Oh, look, Joe Middleton, we know that name, Kins. Oosh, look at the silver fox of New Zealand Speedway Media, Kinza.
Oh, what the? Oh, bloody come on.
The silver fox.
I'll be getting a fresh fade, bro, for the weekend.
Yeah, bro, I'll get a fade. Yeah, get a fade and a bit of a line put in there, bro. I'll go hunty.
I'll have a fade, bro, so I'll get a fade too.
Okay, bro. I've got to look, and everyone says, oh, look, Jordan looks like him. Oh, come on, mate. Bloody good to hear you popping. So we'll have to catch up sometime soon. Trent James did well, Evan. He did really well at his first 240s. Gentlemen, apologies, I'm late. What's up, Sefro Peyton Wilson? Been trying your hair, Pete Wilson.
His old man's giving a bit of stick, eh? So when you heading down, bro? You heading down tomorrow?
I got Mahi tomorrow, and then hopefully finish up about 4, and then got to do some loading up and go get my truck. And then we're going to head off Friday. Got one of the boys from Hams coming over here, and then meet up with some other boys, and Ryan's cruising down with his boy and partner, and we'll just cruise down, get down to Total Sheet Metals Yard Friday afternoon, and then catch up with everyone, and then make a mission to just chill out somewhere Friday. Might go see Logan and the All Stars at their HQ, go get a hot dog or something.
Yeah, bro. You're not going to bring the BMX bike down?
Yeah, it's in the truck.
Bro,
they got concrete at Palmier, so it's a lot of walking, so I'd rather ride my bike.
Yeah, bro, hard out.
I'll double Ryan, see if we can go double up.
Big hundy, bro. Bro, you keep popping bloody forward. What's that bloody head on your head, that flash hat? What do you got on?
Pollux.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, people. That's probably what the hat looks like that is in our auction from Thomas and the Pollock team.
Yeah. And if anyone likes a dress, the shirt they want to buy, my partner's selling these ones. It's Marl, bro.
Yeah. Jeez, I was just going to say, is that your bloody Buster's racing uniform hanging up over there for a second?
Bro, mine's in the truck ready to go. But it's been good. I'm pumped, bro.
Yeah. So
and have fun.
Well, that's it. You've always had fun, bro. You're a fun guy. You bring it in the pits. You're entertaining, and you just enjoy yourself. That's all it is, mate. You're having fun, and that's what everyone needs to take note of what you do. Have fun. There's a serious part. You put your game face on when you get out there on the grid and on the track and do your laps and then grid on up. Then it changes. But, once things happen and what unfolds on the track stays there, you get back in the pits, the boys do the mahi, and, bro, you go back to having a bit of fun with the boys, eh?
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah. No, just everyone have a safe journey and down there and enduring and home and, everyone wants to be safe and healthy at the end of the day, eh? So, no, for sure.
Yeah, man.
And you got my Hawkeyes first up too, bro. Hey?
Yeah. Good day.
Oh,
what do you reckon, box of beers, bro?
Hey?
Hey, is he good?
Done.
Yeah. Yes.
Done.
Yeah,
I don't know if I should have just did that, but I've done it now, so it's too late. I'll tell you what if I give you a box to drink before you go out? That'll help me.
I used to work with this Aussie fellow in Perth, and he was awesome, mate. Like the most true blue Aussie outback dude you've ever met. Yeah. And even though the All Blacks would whip Aussie at the time, they were going through that period of always winning. Every week I'd be like, box of beers. He's like, yeah, rightio. He'd never back anyone else. Wouldn't matter. Of course, he's going to back his Aussie team, mate. He's like, he'd never travelled outside Australia, but he'd been all around Australia. And I thought it was just so much money. I was like, bro, that's on, bro. Backing the team 100.
You've got.
And so every week, bro, we end up with a box because we keep beating them.
But that's what it's about too, bro. You gotta stand tall with your team, don't you? That you either support them or you don't. You don't stop supporting them because they lose, bro. They're your team.
Nah.
So yeah, bro, done. Box of booze. There you go, done.
Yeah. The Alley Cats, like I race for them, so I got a huge soft spot for them. They're the boys, and Lonnie is my good mate, and I got a lot of respect for those boys, and they're good boys, and Jamie Ferguson and that. So any mates do well, you lift them up and you soak for them, mates. So,
Yeah. Bro, loyalty goes a long way when you stick to your team. Trust me. They'll get there one day and you can celebrate. I remember Booker being the Hawkeye supporter he has been, and he turned up a few years ago and they actually won. And just to see him jumping up and down and enjoying himself, mate, that's what it's about. You go with the highs and the lows. Seth Rowe may have to get a drawing signed. Maru Goodley,
yeah. I wanted to catch him at the New Zealand's, but then it rained and it all,
Yeah.
But no, I'll try to catch up at Palmy, mate. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome,
and just talking about that, the bay, like how those young fellas stepped in, Clark and Ashton.
Yeah, mate. Awesome, Awesome. Yeah. I mean, we've lost some good names, good names of team racers. Regan was a loss. Mike Mack not having a car, and Jason Long, one of the great brains of team racing, I reckon. That guy, but he made the right decision for his life and his career, and but these guys stepping up, mate, is awesome.
Yeah, bro,
Hey, 100%. Yeah.
And then what we got, the Panthers too, that's gonna be on,
Hey,
yeah, bro.
Hey, listen, the one advantage you've got, Hawkeye's always the bogey team for the Panthers, so maybe you being the other babe will be their bogey team, bro, too, and you'll take it out.
Yeah, we don't all want to just win one and lose one, though, eh?
No. It's all about the points this weekend, brother.
Yeah, hard, eh? But no, that's a dream, not dream come true, but that's mean to face the Panthers. You watch them, they're the mecca,
Yeah.
They've been the peak for years in the era I watched, and then
that's right. And you can't, it doesn't matter how much people hated them or whatever, they were still the top of the game for a long time, weren't they? Palmy,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. No, that means getting up against Jack Myers, he's like, bro, he's the beat's knees.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. He can turn it on when it comes to teams. Hard. We had him on the show a little while back, and he was bloody cool. There's Stanaway as well. Yeah, throw Stanaway's name in there.
Thomas, yep.
Oh, Ugmo, Panthers, wouldn't worry about some kittens. That's bloody Ugmo. He would say that. He would say that. Oh, Matt Phipps is watching, bro. So Matt says hi. Mike Mack should have jumped in Regan's car. Yeah, good point actually. Yeah, didn't think of that. But you guys put on the show. Yeah, why not, bro? They're the future of it as well, and they're eager, they're keen.
Oh, and that's it, bro. Right? You got to bring them through sooner or later, eh?
Yeah. We got DT John Teller in our team, eh? Stepping up the first team. It was pretty mean.
Yep, right.
Same, mate. Everyone's building, and you got some teams that are pretty OG. Like Wellington's got a team that have been pretty gelling for a while, eh? So they're going to be pretty hard, I reckon.
Yeah, hard out, bro. Hard out. Gary Hunter said, Panthers are the All Blacks of super stock teams. Gary Hunter said that a long time ago, and he's right, actually, in that quote when they were dominating for years. Everyone talked about Pete Reeves just put inside the Rebels by himself, one of those bloody races. But there was an era, that, people remember that stuff, and that's what it's all about. BK Mission on.
You got the...
Tips at Puka Kui. Oh, Wayne. BK Mission on, bro. Got the old tips at Boogie. Yeah, plenty going on. What are you going to say, Books?
I lost track. I'm getting too excited, mate. I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'm just I'm pumped for teams. I didn't get to go last year.
I to paint my rear rims before.
Oh yeah. How come you painting your bloody rear rims? What for?
I just got my first 2 new rear rims for my super stock, bro. First time I bought rear rims.
Mean.
Wow.
I dropped my bloody puppy off too, Sephro, just before, so I'm good to go now.
Oh, me? Yeah. I just took my 3 for a run at Maris Rugby Grounds. It's flooded, so it's pretty mean. It's like a big pond.
Oh,
when I come home, they all had to have a shower because they stunk.
Oh, so Glenn Tamatir. Hey, Glenn Tamatir. I won't say what he said. FTR, brother Seth. Oh, Glenn.
Follow the river, my bro.
Follow the
river. I'm surprised everyone hasn't come on and said that already.
Very good. Good day. I got his GoPro running at the back of my car this weekend.
Oh, have you? Wicked, bro. GoPro on.
Yeah.
Bro,
one back.
Yeah. I know you just popped in for a few minutes, but I do thank you, bro, just to catch up this afternoon. And I know you rocked on past the Yesterbar and just out past home here from Pyro. You and Passy in your truck the other day. So, yeah, we'll catch up soon. Cheers, bro. I'll let you go. Hey, we'll catch up down at Palmy. Safe travel to you and your crew and everyone that's heading on down, bro. And, thanks for taking a couple of minutes out to join us tonight, eh?
No worries. Thank you guys for what you do. It's been a good way to promote the sport and bring positivity to it and lift the vibe. It's awesome.
Awesome.
Cheers, Seth.
Thank you, Seth. Seth Bro Racing, Seth man himself, Seth McConchy, part of the Busters. Good to catch up with him. He always brings the fun, the vibes, and a different attitude when it comes to racing. We know what he done last year, but moving on from there, see how he goes this year with his Busters. Evan Thomason got to have cars, unfortunately, up the V. Yeah, that's right. Bringing back Moody, Sean Smith back in the days. Good names.
We talk about... We talk about this stuff, Kins, and all these drivers, everyone's saying this team and that team, but we keep forgetting the old bloody Gizzy Giants, mate. They're looking pretty sharp too, aren't they? And who can forget that night Peter Rees took on the team by himself and just did that run, mate? They couldn't stop him. You don't know what he's going to pull out of the bag, and Ethan's probably one of the hardest hitters in Speedway as it is. I think the Gizzy 100%. Giants might be a bloody go-to, mate.
Well, you're talking about that. It's not even bloody come up. I thought when you're talking about that, I thought the TAB odds might have popped out, but I'm guessing it's going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow you should see the odds. And now you're talking Gizzy Giants. I wouldn't be surprised. They must should be the number 1 team on the top. I'm guessing if you take a look at the TAB, but tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I suppose I don't know what they base it off. Or do they base it off a team's history, or they base it off the drivers themselves that are in the teams? I mean, it's interesting to think of how they actually rate them, isn't it? I mean, if you're rating it off teams wins and all the rest of it, then your Rotorua's still got to be your favourites. But then if you're rating it off the drivers, there's like you said, the Wellington boys, they've been putting it together for a while now, so yeah, it'll be interesting, mate, the odds, but because I don't know if you have talked about it yet. What's your favourite teams moment? What's your favourite teams moment, Kins?
Yeah, there's so many because I've been there since '88. that's a real good bloody question, Ugmo, mate. Like Booker, he lives in where he lives and he supports the Hawkeyes. For me, it would be finally watching a Bay Park Busters team win a championships, because I've been a supporter since '95. That was my home track, because Pairo's not far from bloody Tauranga, and I grew up at the old track. So I think that will be one of my proudest moments. But I also got memories of a afternoon race. The big hits of bloody Westbury and Eddie Hawkins.
Oh,
I used to love listening to the roar of Tony Mack's Nissan when I was in the grandstand. You could hear it echoing.
the silver bullet.
Yeah, all of that stuff. But yeah, I would guess it'd be the Busters, only because that was my home track, and that's the team I've been by for all those years. But yeah, there's some big hits, mate. The time I was with you, and we've seen some pretty bloody big ones. But yeah, I don't know. There's just so many.
Mine is, I got one that's been stuck in my brain for decades. And it was going back,
mate?
it's going back a long way at Palmy. And Palmerston North Panthers consisted, I think there was Dave Evans, Brian Anderson, Gary Parks. Who else was there? There's a couple other drivers. But someone had, it might have been Brian Anderson. It was in a tank, and Evans was in a tank. And Brian Anderson had this guy on the wall like this, and he was trying to back off and get off. Dave Evans had 3 wheels, and you heard this thing come round turn 2 and floor it, and you heard this old V8 just go, and down he come on 3 wheels, mate, and the crowd could see what was going to happen, and Dave Evans was going flat out, and he just launched this guy back up the fence, and he was pivoting on top. Just about over the top. It was a huge hit. It was just, and everybody just went nuts, mate. And I've never forgotten it. It was I don't know if it was a team's chance. It was definitely a team's race. But yeah, that was. And then of course, when the Hawkeyes won it for the first time, awesome, awesome.
The other part I've just remembered now you talk like that is when my daughter, who's now what is she, millennium baby? So she's 23 now, and she'll be with me down there. She was a little Rebels mascot. We were on Ross Ashby's tank, and she was sitting on the front there with Gailey and with the little face painted and the Rebels flag and everything. And I was on the back of the car with the big flags, just going around and being part of that parade. I'll never forget, my daughter on the front there next to Gailey. I'm on there with the flag. It's all of those kind of memories.
I see Joe's reply back there, mate. Mine's mental crying after the Hawkeyes beat my Eagles. Other people have got them here too. Steve Emmett, Murray Hobbs, 94R, putting the S car literally through the fence in turn 1 and 2 was epic.
Yes. Mark Dixon. Yeah, that became a T-shirt actually.
Murray Goodley, one
Mark
of my
Dixon.
first teams in 91, 43 cars started the first consolation race and 9 finished. Also, Dave Evans eliminated the Wanganui Warriors by himself.
Yeah.
Matt Phipps, Booker, you showing your age.
You show your age. Jason Coley, the old Focky Fizz legend, Dave Evans. I think it was Mark Dixon. That's the old T-shirt, 1994. Well, I've still got that bloody T-shirt somewhere. Yeah, I still got it. Mental cry. And Shane Penn's hit on Brian Johnson, the 10C, I think, rightly. I think if I remember that, I remember that one. I think they just ended. John Hunter hitting the pit gate. Glenn McCutcheon. The 10. I'll put $10 on the Giants. The last 5 years of racing, Muddy Goodley performance. There's a lot of highlights, and I think in these times with this dumb bloody weather we've had, I think honestly just to get the racing through over this weekend will be a highlight, because everything else has just been so wet weather affected to get through. And any team that wins it at the end of it all bloody deserves it, know.
100%. You've got to be the best. You have to beat the best, mate. And as far as I'm concerned, every single team this weekend is the best. So you're beating the best when you win, because it can go either way. A little bit of luck either way, or bad luck either way, can determine a team's race like that. And it's mate. It's Ethan Rees, Thomas Stanaway. Yeah, that was a big hit. That ended Thomas's career of teams racing. That hit. That was I was talking to his dad the other week about that. He came in and saw me, and that was a big hit. Craig Boot doing the flying solo. I remember that one too, Murray.
Yes,
it was on the Manawatu Standard
yes.
morning paper the next day. It's the height of the grandstand, Craig Boot. He did that all by himself too, didn't he? Look at these memories people joined in, Kinsey. How cool is it? You know, we've all got these memories and shit that we... Oh, I shouldn't say shit. I said it twice now. But yeah, it's awesome, mate, you know. Hey, listen.
Yeah, that boot one. I was right in front of that boot one, right in the middle of the grandstand, sitting there, and he flipped right in front of us. We were right by the bat, and when he clipped Bill Dawn.
Yeah, I was over by the start-finish line.
Yeah,
I wasn't rich enough to go to the grandstand like you bloody silver foxes, bro.
Kira Bajeski put in the palm away. Yeah, there's just so many good memories. I did see Ugmo, Joe put one here. That's the one, bro. The kids, you know, Harrison was 10 getting on the Warriors truck in the Grandpa Road. No matter how much you tried back in the day, the kids are out there. Exactly. You know, it's about the kids these days. And, you know, that's kind of changed. Obviously, we all know health and safety, and you've got to stick to those rules, whether families or crew members or kids used to sit on the cars in the parade. Half the bloody cars were just about dragging their backsides on the track. But yeah, plenty of good memories. Let's hope we get to see more memories this coming weekend. And for those who are heading down to Palmerston, if it's tomorrow, Friday, or early Saturday morning, just please be safe out there. The weather's just been rubbish around some of the country, and yeah, we'll get down there. Hobbs putting away the Gladiators. Those are good times. Gladiators, the AVD team, Team Green, with all that political rubbish happening.
So much great history, isn't it? You know, just it's great to share with these people as well, talking to us now, you know, just sharing the history of teams, mate. I mean, that's what it's all about, eh? And when you go down there, you enjoy it. Talk to the guy next to you in the crowd, and he'll tell you a story about when he or she, you know, came 10 years ago or whatever. Everything's just awesome, mate. It's just
Wayne Houston putting Barry Pajuski away 94. Eddie Hawkins big roll 2 and 3 landed off. Him and old Pat Westbury. Pat Westbury was another bloody name. There's just so many great memories, you know. And you got to give it up to the likes of the Otago Cougars, who made the big journey from down the bottom of the South. They knew they were up against it, but hey, they turned up for a few years and put themselves out there on the show. They nearly caused a couple of upsets. The Vikings, was it Eastern States Vikings or Blenheim Vikings?
Oh yeah,
all of those other teams. Yes, from around those small areas down in the South Island. You know, they really came up and really had to go against some of the big names of teams over the time. So, you know, their acknowledgement to all of those teams, drivers from teams who haven't been there for so long. Lyra Rumney, Murray Hobbs, Barry Hunt, the Great Rebels team. Yep. I remember that 86, 7W, Catching Fire, 84. I think it was Mark Goodman. The old Fits away from the track. Ugmo knows, listen, the old Fits. Everyone hung out at the bloody Fits, eh? Yeah. Talking crap about the old boys, the old Fits. Ken should die. I should dye my hair for a throwback. You reckon, mate?
He's going to do a throwback out to grow dreadlocks too, bro. Or a mohawk.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm just going to quickly go through our auction pack. 22nd. Murray West got taken out, flipped back on his wheels too. Yes, I remember that, Bevan. But on the 22nd of February, we're doing this auction. Two great causes. One will go to the Go Slyways family, and the other is going to go to the Cancer Society. And the Cancer Society is very close to our hearts because we lost our good mate Richie, MMJ, which we'll do a big thing at the track this weekend. But the prize pack, here we go, kids. Here we go. 2 times Pollock shirts, 2 times Pollock hats, $100 food voucher, family pass for New Zealand Supers both nights. New Zealand Supers shirts and hoodies, Gisborne Giants shirts and hoodies, Panthers and Mustang shirts and hoodies, British Lions gear, 717 gear from Tyson Wooten, Rebels hoodie and shirt, live streams from the Pits TV. For the New Zealands, that is, for the New Zealand Super Stocks. Maybe Motorsport, MBY Motorsport, merch pack. Murray Goodley's got 2 of his drawings up for grabs. Palar Games, old Blendy, the man that brings us the game on our phones, the teams racing on our phones. I'm sure hundreds will be playing it this weekend at teams. You got some $100 pack and save vouchers. Hawkeye's gear, Auckland All-Stars shirts and hoodies and hats. Harley Robb shirts, Glen Eagles merch. Hutt Park Racing is going to give a $100 petrol voucher and a double pass to a super stock shootout stock car knockout in Wellington. And the top 10 in Wellington will give you a donated night's accommodation for that meeting. We've got merch from Troy Adamson of the Palmy Superstock teams coming. Munchies got a $100 food voucher plus 2 times Munchies motorsport hoodies. Then we've got Wanganui gear as well. So there you go. Those packs, mate. 22nd of February, you got to join us. Join us for these auctions. Get your bidding. Well, it might be more than 2. We don't know. We've got to discuss logistics. But listen, if anybody is watching that's donated that stuff, please come and see us at Teams. I want to try and get as much of it together. All you teams with your merch, we might collect it at Teams and give it to Thomas to put in one place, so that we've got the packs together. And if we get that logistically done before the 22nd, that'd be good. So if you are donating and you've got donations there, or contact us through our page and let me know, and we can organise to get it to one place. So if you are on that list and you've donated, we thank you so much. I mean, it warms our hearts, Kins, to see the people joining in and getting amongst us. So if you see us at Teams and we come and see you, if you've got your merch, we'll take it, we'll put it in the truck, so it's all in one place. And if you're not there and you're going to get it to us, message us on the page, so we can organise getting all those stuff together as the packs.
And don't forget to the special edition of the 22 Superstock teams. We got some stuff from, of course, Troy Adamson, Palmerston Lord Superstock, I think, is on the Facebook. He's going to throw in some stuff there as well. I'll tell you what, he's bringing up some amazing stuff as well. So, yeah, that's a wrap. I think that's us done for tonight. Thank you for all your questions, all your picks on your teams, all your memory sharing and everything like that. Thanks
Get
to
your
Seth
beach balls ready.
Yeah, and also to Troy Roscoe. For catching up as well, and the guy with a lot of history around teams, showing the program that was 50 cents back in 1981 and went up to $1 in 1982, but also the memories shared of who won what as well. So yeah, here's a walk-in encyclopedia basically of the Superstock teams as we look forward to. Don't forget to also jump on the Dutech Motorsport page, the competition that went up last Friday, to win some passes to join them in the NZs. That's huge, Kins. Flickers a PM, might. Throwing something. Sweet, bro. Sweet ish. Thanks, Ugmo. Thanks, guys. See you in a couple. Yeah, we'll see you there. Cheers, Luke. Yeah, it's all about us having fun, enjoying the time. We're going to have fun down at the Scrutineer. We'll be interviewing the drivers. We're going to catch up with you, the fans, which make our show what it is, and obviously the events around Speedway up and down the country. Safe travels. Take care. Look after yourselves, and we'll see you down there at the Square on Saturday.
And we'll just finish with a little bit of a biased finish, mate.
Go on here to sing this. Go and sing it.
Underneath the sunshine and the big sky out today, no matter what we're doing, no matter what we play.
Remember, people, sing your teams proud,
all together,
and we'll see. And we'll see. Come on, the bay. Come on, the bay. Black, white, all right. Come on, the bay. There you go, people. Sing it proud. All your team national there. Get your beach balls going in that crowd, and we'll see you all on the weekend. Safe travels and have fun. Come talk to us. See yous.
See you there at the beach balls. See ya.
Big shot on Joblin. It's Shear's back, shouting in the wall.